Good job. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Buenos dias, mi gente. Yo. Welcome to Daily Discipline number 248. Rob Hoback here. It is, and that's Jack. It's Freaky Friday. It's the first day of summer. We're happy that you're here. We're honored and humbled if you came back like for reals. So, it's the 21st day of June. Like I said, it's a Friday, first day of summer. It's also a work day. It's time to get to work. So, first things first, still the realest. I'm also a dad, right? On daddy duty this morning. I love it, which is my thankies. I'm thankful that he's here. He's up. We've been able to spend some quality time together. He's over here just getting stuff done, aren't you, Jack? Drawing pictures, cutting up papers, doing his thing. My question of the day is, would you like some chips with that? And so here's what I'm talking about. For those of you who aren't aware, last night was the National Basketball Association draft to take kids out of college or from abroad and assign them to teams, right? And so last night, or actually on Sunday, on E60, they did a profile on a young kid who was picked number 2 last night by the name of Ja Morant. And most of you probably haven't heard of him. And unless you were, watching college basketball this year, you wouldn't have known him because he played at Murray State, which is a small school in, was that Western Kentucky. And so anyway, they profiled him, and a heck of a basketball player, but just small, right? And so therefore, a lot of people just ignored him. And as they were profiling it, his father played basketball, was fixing to head. He didn't make it to the NBA, but was getting ready to go play overseas, and found out that found out that his Ja's mom was pregnant with him, and he decided to stay and be a dad. And so then as Ja got a little bit older, he recognized that his son was athletic and wanted to play basketball. And so they built a basketball court in the backyard and trained back there. And it got to the point where it was a big social event in their small town where people go by there. And I was just watching it. I was moved. I'm like, wow, there's your blueprint right there. Right? That could be the precursor to Chubby's. So I was getting all emotional and watching it with the kids. And I'm like, hey, watch this. Well, then the best part is that, as well as he was playing, just no recruiting offers at all. And so they were going to all these tournaments trying to get him some exposure and all of this. And everybody was like, wow, he's really great, but nobody showed any interest. Well, they were at a tournament, and, they had everybody out there do their thing. And the whoever was leading the tournament said, hey, if we didn't call your name, you go to the auxiliary gym. And of course, they didn't call Ja's name. So he went to the So he went to the auxiliary gym, and the assistant coach, not even the head coach, the assistant coach from Murray State University by the name of James Kane went to go get a bag of chips. Now, he was there to see somebody else that they had recruited to come play it. He wasn't even there to see Ja Morant. But he went to go get a bag of chips, and he heard some balls bouncing. So he went back to see what it was. And the way he explained it is that it just sounded different, right? And if you've ever been, it's just one of those things like certain baseball players, when they hit it, it sounds different. When a quarterback throws a ball at a different velocity with a different spin, it just sounds different. Well, he said it just sounded different. So he wandered back there, and he sees Ja Morant playing in this 3-on-3, and he's like, oh my God, how did we miss this guy? And so, again, I'm recounting his story, but he called the head coach, like, man, you got to get up here. This kid is amazing. Nobody knows about him. I missed him in the first round, and I think we need to lock him down before anybody else finds out about it. So the coach comes up there, find him, go over to Ja's house with his family, make him a scholarship offer. And his parents, to hear them tell the stories, they're like, look, we thought he was going to play at a big-time university. But that, if this is the only place that's going to offer him a scholarship, we should take it. And James Kane tells the story that the mother was like, hey, is this a full ride? Is this 4 years? And he's like, oh yeah, it's good for 4 years. He's not going to need it. She's like, well, what do you mean? He's like, he'll be gone in 2 years. He's that good. I can't believe we miss him. And so his first year was, average freshman, 18-year-old. His sophomore year, though, there's that quantum leap. And it looks like a quantum leap for all of us because we hadn't heard from him. But then you look at the backstory, like this was years in the making, grinding out in that backyard, wanting to give up because nobody seemed to care. And at the point where they thought, man, this is never going to happen, in walks a guy looking for a bag of chips and was like, I'll take one of those. Don't ever give up. Hands up, peace out. We're better together. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Love you. Have a great Friday. I'm going to. And I look forward to talking to you soon. And I'll be back tomorrow morning. Deuces.